an amazing morning this Thursday. I am Coach Lenora, and you are listening to and watching Show Me the Shift podcast with Coach Lenora. That is me. And so today we are going to be talking about, let's turn down the music here, but we'll be talking about Ideogram, which is an AI application, I guess you would say, for designs, graphic designs, and other types of designs. But of course, we always have to go to the Victorious Movement and talk about how this show is sponsored by the Victorious Movement. And so the Victorious Movement is a wonderful platform in which dreamers, doers, and go-getters cheer each other on, share ideas, and celebrate wins with each other. So sometimes in life you have big dreams, but you feel stuck, you feel lost, you feel alone. And so the Victorious Movement community is one that will have people who will listen, who will believe in you, support you towards your goals, and hold you accountable to your results. So if you are interested in joining, you can use the QR code here, or you can go to the Victorious Movement on Google, or go to the school community and find the Victorious Movement. So there we are, everybody. How is everybody doing? Hopefully everybody is well. I am today focused on Technology Thursday. I can't talk. And so today's focus is going to be on a platform called Ideogram. Some people say Ideogram. I say Ideogram. But we're going to go ahead and share and get into that platform and just briefly help people to understand what it takes to create logos, designs, and different things with AI. So I'm going to go ahead and press present. And one of the things I found out from yesterday is that I do have to share the audio when I am trying to do something with designed for audio. So I will know that going forward. So hopefully you all can see this. So I am sharing my screen. Let me make it a little bigger. And so here we have Ideogram, right? And let's go to the studio. Yeah, just making sure that I'm showing it right. So Ideogram is an amazing AI platform where you can create your own designs, your own logos. As you can see here, it's various things that people have put in prompts, and they have generated those and put it here to say, hey, this is open to the public. So even though I may have created it privately for something that I was working on, I'm opening it up so that way you all can utilize these same prompts, tweak them for yourself, and be able to create similar designs. And so as you can see here, you have a ton of different things that people have created that they're giving you access to their designs and prompts. And some of these images are so realistic, right? Like the picture of the woman over here. Would you even know that that was AI as opposed to a real person in a photo shoot? You also can see that people, when they like what it is that somebody has created, they can put a little heart here so you can know if your design is resonating with people, right? Like this one right here has 15 hearts. So you know that people really saw that and it spoke to them. It's just a ton of different things that people come up with. People are so creative. Like, I don't know what this is or why someone created that 24 minutes ago, but it's just it's great that there is technology out here that can do this, and typically it can do it in a relatively short period of time. I mean, seconds. And so it can be everything from something looking a little bit more cartoonish, like this boat over here with the bird flying through. It could be something that looks more like a logo. It could be something that looks more realistic. There's just a ton of different options that this has. And so I'm going to show you, if I were to take somebody's design, I'm going to go back to the top and use it for myself. And then we're going to go through an example of if you want to use this for something that you're trying to design separately of what anybody else has. And the other thing about this, again, it's free. They do have a paid version, but they also have a free version. When you use the free version, it puts you in queue, which basically means that all the paid people's work gets done first, and then yours gets done after that. And so it could take more like a minute or two for you to get your design, as opposed to other people who can get theirs literally within seconds because they're paying for the platform. But if you're really trying to just do something and you're trying to save money, especially as a new business owner, why not go ahead and utilize the free version of it, right? Especially when you can look at somebody else's design that they've created, because again, you have here, like, what are the top designs? You can click here. You can go to, if they're designs for people and you want to create a different type of person, you can go there. You can just go through and maybe you'll find something that will inspire you and you can utilize their prompt to then create something of your own, right? Because a lot of these images are beautiful and breathtaking. So these are just some of the examples of things that people have made. So I'll just go through really quick at the top. And then even t-shirt design. So for people who are into using their Cricut and doing other types of things with that, sublimation, I think is what they call it. I haven't gotten into that. But if you're doing that, then imagine having a way to make some free designs and then take that information, put it on a t-shirt and be able to market and sell it, right? There's so many different ways to generate money as well when you have systems like this in place that can help you to create and be creative, which is really important. So let's go back to the front screen. Let's go back to the home. Am I on the home page again? Oh, I think my home page updated. It updated. So it's new designs that have come through. Let's see if the old ones are still there. Because I saw that. Oh, yeah, there's the one with the dragon on the back. So that just shows you how many people are using this as well, because some of these new designs have come through since I just went to a different screen. So this is inspiring me because it almost looks like my name. So let's go to this. And when you click on this, you'll see the design really in its fullness, which is beautiful, right? It also shows you what other designs were created like it, but that the person didn't choose as being like their main design. So you can look here, and here's another version. I do like the first one better. Here's another version. Still like the first one better. And then here's another. Yeah, I think the first one, the cover one, is the best one for sure, in my opinion. So based on that, what I can do is I can copy this person's prompt. It shows you over here to the right what their prompt was that they used in order to create this design. And so what I can do is copy that prompt. Then what I can do is go up here, and let me go back and say you have two. So you have the prompt they put in, and then you have a magic prompt that came up as well. So actually, I think the magic prompt is the one that is reflective here. So I'm not going to use their original prompt because that's the one that created the 4 images. I want to use this magic prompt that created this particular image. So from there, what I'm going to do is just paste it up at the top. And instead of it saying Lorena, I'm just going to put L capital ENORA. And you can see what it says here. A mesmerizing long exposure photo captures the beauty of the massive glowing heart drawn from the wet sand onto the tranquil nighttime beach, right? So this is how AI took their original context of, in a long exposure photograph, a massive illuminated heart is drawn from the wet sand of a tranquil nighttime beach, and it glows with a vibrant gradient of neon colors transitioning seamlessly. So it just spells out everything. But then this gives it like a little bit more flavor. It gives it a little bit more pizzazz, right? So let's generate and see what happens. Again, I'm paying for this service, so therefore it's going to happen faster than for people who don't. And it tells you here it uses 2 credits when I generate it. Now over here, we can see that it's working. If you look over here in this section, you can see where it says the creation is working. And so what I'm going to do is wait for that creation to finish. I can go back out, and you'll see some of my designs as well, but I'll go back out to creations. I was working on an affiliate marketing cover for a book that I had. And so this one is the affiliate marketing for beginners is the cover that I ended up going with because I loved how that looked. But yeah, so here's the pictures, right? So now it is doing it differently than what I had specifically stated that I wanted to see, right? I was thinking it was going to be kind of coming up from the sand, but this is in the sand. So I could have copied the wrong prompt. I didn't read it all the way. Also, you have to pay attention. AI is not perfect. So as you can see here, it's spelling my name correctly. When you look here, it gave it 2 E's. So you always want to proof check and proofread what it is that it's coming up with. I do like this one though. This one's nice. This one almost looks like how I would write my name. So this one I do like. So therefore, I may actually stick with this as opposed to trying to make it come out of the sand, so to speak. And then they have this last one here. So this is just giving you some examples of what it says, right? And what it can do. Now, I could always go back and say, oh, gone back too far, but I could always go back and then it's probably going to refresh. Oh, yeah, there you go. So you can see here how it gave the 2 E's for this one. So this one is a no-go. One thing that you don't want to do, and I accidentally stumbled upon this and I was very frustrated with myself, is that you can delete designs. But when you delete the design, for example, if I said, oh, I don't like this one with the 2 E's, I want to delete it, it's going to delete the entire row. At least I haven't found a way to, when you delete, just to delete one of the designs as opposed to deleting the entire row. So because it's almost like this whole concept didn't work, so it tries to delete it. And so based on that, even if one doesn't work, I just leave it in the row. If I like the 1 or 2 or 3 of the other ones that are there, I just leave them. Because you can download the individual one you like. You can heart the one you like. You can download the one you like only as opposed to anything else. So that shows you that that particular one was downloaded. But if you click a box and then you say, oh, I want to delete, then it's going to delete, as you can see here. Oh, wait, maybe that's it. Let me see. Oh, if it'll do. See, it won't let you do it. That's what I was going to say. Maybe I could undo one of them, but it's all or nothing for some reason. It's all or nothing. It says one's selected, but it's one row is selected, not one individual photo. So as I try to delete that, it won't do it. But I can choose as the owner of this design now if I want to put it public or do I want to keep it on the private side, which when I make my own individual designs, I keep them private. Sometimes it's just because of the fact that it may be something that's going on some marketing materials and I don't want other people to be, utilizing my design for their marketing materials as well. So, but that's kind of how that part works. If you are trying to utilize what someone else has. Now, one of the things, as you'll see here, some things can be a little bit more risque. A lot of times people will use these designs to create what they call faceless accounts, where the person will go and make a fake account or fake person account and have the images of this woman or this person to be the face of this account. And every picture is them at the, pool or them at the spa or them at the beach. And it's not a real person, but you're feeling as though you're following a real person's life journey and a real person's lifestyle. And so everything, again, that you see on the internet isn't necessarily as it looks or as it should be, right? So those are some things that people are doing as well, especially when you have some of these pictures that look very, very realistic. So that gives you some ideas. Again, these are just constant images that are being created, right? Like so many people are in here doing this. So what I can do when I go to my creations is if I wanted to do something specifically myself, I can create my own design, which I don't know. Let's say I want to come up with a new Show Me the Shift logo, right? So let's say create a logo for a podcast called Show Me the Shift. Oh, let me make the M capital, even though, like I said, you'll definitely have to make sure that you are looking at the spelling, and I'll capitalize the T for the. All right, so Show Me the Shift. The colors should be, purple's one of my favorite colors, so let's say purple and gold, and the logo should be in a circle with a microphone, with a podcast microphone. Let's say that. Microphone as the dot on the I. I of the word shift. Um, what else can we say? Make it professional. And I'm trying to say realistic without saying realistic. Actually, the funny thing is, let's just say make it professional because you can choose the style. And for the style, you can say auto, general, realistic, design, 3D, and anime. So we'll go through these, maybe not all of them, but a few of them, because I do like to keep these at about 15 to 20 minutes or so. And then we can go ahead and see what it comes up with. So we're going to leave all of these the same and just say any style. Let's say for the first one, let's just say a general style. Auto is fine. Let's leave it at auto and generate. I don't know why that's still hanging out over there. If for some reason my download is still hanging out, but I can't get rid of it. All right, so there we go. So actually it made the O as the well, I guess because it has everything as capitals, right? So that's why it didn't have and dot on the I. But here's some other logos that could have come up with they could have come up with for Show Me the Shift, right? And so if I had decided, you know what, I don't like how this has come up, let me instead, or let's say I like one of them, right? So let's say that I am okay with this particular one. Then I can go into it. I can read what my prompt was. That's the original prompt. And then I can read what the magic prompt was for this particular design. I can copy that. I can come up here and then I can change it to change it to something else. So I can put in what this was and then tweak it a little bit and see what new design it comes up with. So that's one of the things that you can do as well. If this is like close but no cigar, if it had a spelling issue or something like that, then you can update it that way. But since we already had this one prompt and we want to try some different styles, let's go to general and see what that generates. I tell you every time. Oh, there we go. Now it's gone. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it took too many things away. Ah, where did it go? Not there. Not there. That's what we talked about the other day. So all of these things are now popping up. And I think I lost my main page. I don't know where it went. It's a coaching training I'm in. All right. I have no idea where it went. So, but yeah, so there's that. Y'all, where did it go? I'm so confused. Everything is going away. None of these are the podcast. So now I'm totally confused. The crazy thing is I can't even stop sharing because I don't even know where the screen went. That's what I get for clicking around, y'all. That's what I get. Always happens when you think you're doing something and then lo and behold, something else happens to make everything go haywire. Can't figure it out. Let's see if I can get back to a different StreamYard. Let's see. And you all are probably still looking at that screen that I can't see now because it's gone away, but yet, let's see. Oh, here we go. It's telling me it's there, but it's not showing me it. All right, I'm just going to stop sharing because for some reason it's not showing me. But you all saw the design on the other side of what it was that it was trying to show me. And so based on that, that just gives you some ideas and some information in regards to how Ideogram works, right? And so All of this is new for me. I've been learning as I've been going, and it's been really exciting to learn different things as I've been going through this process. And so I just wanted to share what I have been coming across because I feel as though it just helps you all to understand even more about what technology is out here and things that we can do. And so based on that, I think that's probably it for today. I'm trying to think if there's anything more that I wanted to share, but I think that's everything. I'm trying to make sure I'm not echoing. And so, thank you for the like, for somebody who liked. Thank you for the shout out, or shout out Young. Hello, Young. Shouting you out from YouTube. Thank you for being a part of the stream. But yes, so long story short, wanted to just share a little bit about Ideogram. I think you all were able to see everything all the way through where I ended up getting kicked out or something happened while I was trying to show the last images, but I think you all saw that as well. So, if you all as always, if you have any questions as you're reviewing everything, just let me know. I can answer those for you. Again, it's all new for me, but I'm trying to share information and not keep as I am finding out information myself. And I hope everybody has an amazing rest of their Thursday. Tomorrow we will come back and we will have, let's see, what is on tomorrow's agenda? Let's look and see. So tomorrow is Freedom Friday, so pursuing your purpose. So we'll be talking about our purpose tomorrow. So I hope everybody has an amazing rest of your day and we'll talk soon. Bye.